really quick because Tusi's going live, so I'm gonna go watch Tusi. Just a couple of quick things. Um, there are reports that they were in their third round. I don't know if the United States left the negotiations. I don't know what the results are yet. I'm waiting for information to come in. I don't want to speculate, but it's interesting already the narrative that's coming out by their arm here. If the United, this is what they said already. It's amazing. Negotiations are going on. What's up, Sean? And then you have a comment like this. Spokesman of the Iran's National Security Commission. If the United States fails to reach an agreement with the Iranian diplomats, it will face Iran's missiles and drones. I mean, you're in the middle of negotiations and you're going to open your mouth like that? It's the stupidest thing. I mean, it's above and beyond the stuff that's still coming through. While the negotiations were going on, you still had comments coming in like that. Good morning to Ada and Charles and Sean. It's, oh my gosh, it's just too much. Now, Tusi's going live in about 15 minutes. I'm curious. He says that they talks failed, it walked out. I'm not sure. Like I said, I'm going to wait till I see more information coming out from both sides if they make statements. That's what I'm waiting for. I don't want to speculate because we have so much of that as it is. But there's also, again, here we go, talk speculation that they're going to bring the opposition parties to Mar-a-Lago this weekend to meet with the president. So take that for what that's worth. And good afternoon and good morning to everybody on chat. I know Tusi's going live. That's why I put the description the title as quick update, because I'm going to go watch Tusi myself. And they're still coming in with stuff. This is all them talking now. The negotiations have ended for now. So now they're saying it officially. So it is done. It's going to be interesting to see what Tusi's going to talk about during his show, because it says it has ended. China has told its citizens to leave immediately. Similar to what happened before Midnight Hammer, yesterday the United States told their citizens to leave immediately. Now, there is no diplomatic presence in Iran, so pretty much you're on your own to get the hell out of that country. There was, I was going to show that before about that explosion. I was actually have the video ready. I don't know about that. He's reporting that yet, but this is what I seen earlier about a fire. I'm about to game after I'm done with this, so ignore that. A massive fire at a factory near the city of Ardabil. These fires are usually in the summer when it's hot and dry. The time of year for these fires is very suspicious. This is probably maybe the one he's speaking about or talking about. So it was this here. Look at that. That came out last night about leaving Iran. Yeah, I know. Yes, I seen it yesterday. But yeah, look at this fire. Now, there are two conflicting reports about this fire. One says it's near an oil facility, okay? And the other, and I don't know which one, like I said, this is why we wait for information to come out, because when it's fluid like this is what this person put, that it's a large cooling facility for storing the bodies. Iran opposition sources fear that the place stores the bodies of protesters killed by the regime's fire. The regime is erasing all evidence. Could you imagine of the I don't know if that's true. I read it was near an oil facility, so I'm curious to see what Tusi says this is, because it's all over the place. Now, this one says oil warehouse, so I'm leaning to oil warehouse because multiple reports that came on Telegram indicated that it was an oil warehouse. So I just wanted to jump on really quick. Look, there was so much mixed signals coming from the Iranian propaganda arm about the meeting, saying that they were setting up a meeting for the future. There's so much that you just can't believe anything you read. You just can't. Look, the negotiations have ended. They just put a new one. The negotiations have ended for now. Plans for new talks have not yet been announced. It was decided that the delegations will return to their residence tonight and not hold a third round of exchanges. Likely, the foreign minister will return to Tehran tonight or tomorrow. It looks like the United States did walk out. And they're done. So now I don't know. They were saying that there was going to be a possible another meeting set up. The CENTCOM commander was there as well in the meeting. Like I said, they're throwing rhetoric out there already. Spokesman of the Iran's National Security Commission: if the United States fails to reach an agreement with Iranian diplomats, it will face Iran's missiles and drones. I'll tell you, did anybody, honestly, before Tusi starts, because I'm leaving, did anybody think that any of this was going to go anywhere? First of all, really? Or was it maybe a stall tactic on our part to get completely ready? And even if they were still talking, remember, there were negotiations going on in the past and stuff still happened. So just because they're talking doesn't mean you can't see kinetic strikes or cyber and everything else that goes on. But there's no way. There's no way. Look, if that was the case, the Obama nuclear deal, monitoring, the president was the one that pulled out of that. Does he trust them to do anything in the moving forward? I don't see the logic in that. I just don't see the rationale. It doesn't make sense to me. You know you can't trust them. I mean, look what they're doing now. You just said you hit their facilities, and meanwhile they're trying to build another facility. What does that tell you? On the low, very bad, very bad. So right there you can't trust them, because meanwhile you decimated locations, but now they're trying to start a new location. So right there you can't trust them because they were doing it right there and they got busted. You know what I mean? It's like, please stop. Please stop. Can we... It is frustrating. But I'm going to get off because how long before Tusi now? How long do we have before Tusi? Somebody tell me. Because I want to make sure I see him. What's going on in here? My husband told me to calm down and stop thinking too much. Yeah, Tammy, you need to relax. He'll be fine. You know, he's okay. You know, if anyone, he's surrounded by the best. He's part of the best. You know, if he knows you're stressing, he's going to stress. So don't do it because he's going to stress. You got to stay calm for him. You got to remember, you're his strength. So no matter what, you have to be strong for him. Because if you're not, he's going to read into that and he's going to stress because he knows you're stressing about him. Does that make sense? 13 minutes? So you got to be strong for him, for your husband. 9 o'clock. What time is it? Okay. 13 minutes. Yeah. Just hang in there. Everybody needs to hang in there. And who knows? I'm not going to say it's going to happen this weekend. Could we have a surprise Super Bowl interruption? Who knows? I'm curious to see if any statements are made this afternoon or soon by U.S. officials publicly, not where we can actually see them make statements, not like a source said, U.S. official said. Until I see something more credible, then I'll come back and we'll see the actual statements. Actual statements, maybe through video or audio of people making comments about what just happened, or the president puts a comment on Truth Social, then that's got a little bit more credibility behind it. Because right now, there's going to be all kinds of crazy stuff out there, people posting stuff about the result of the meeting, speculation. We're gonna attack. Another deal is going to be made. We're going to meet again. We have to hold on. It just ended. Let's see how this moves forward. Honestly, I've been saying it. I didn't think the meetings were going to happen at all. But I still think nothing comes out of it. And I still think with everything that's going on, moving assets into the region still, and who knows where the carrier is, if there's another one coming. Because I know people have said that is the case. I have not seen anything to confirm it. And why would they? Because they're not going to tell you. We're going to announce it. Now, the enemy, adversaries, will probably have intelligence and watching, like China and Russia, using their satellites to watch the movement of our fleet. And they may inform Iran, look, there's another one coming. That makes sense. What's up, Red Bull and everybody in there? My opinion is Trump will attack. You are not sending as much firepower. He would not. Also, Israel also could make a move. What's up, Petros? Yes. Got to watch out for Israel making a move. And they have every right to defend themselves. But here we go. Any sovereign country is going to make decisions for their own best interest, regardless of what country that is. You have to look at it that way too. You think Iran is going to give up their ballistic missile program? That's a deterrence. That is an absolute stance of deterrence. They're not going to give that up. They might as well just wave a white flag, give up. They're not going to give that up. So you have to look at it that way too. It makes no sense for them to give it up. Like I said, they just might as well walk away. The regime, IRGC, might just walk away. I'm just being realistic on the situation. But that being said, when you have all these missiles sitting not too far from you, and you know that their goal is the destruction of Israel, death to America, death to Israel, to just completely annihilate Israel. Oh, well, that's a major concern for Israel. And they have to do what they have to do to protect themselves, and also to prepare to do both defense and offensive. Because that is what they state, the destruction, annihilation of Israel. What do you expect Israel to do? And when you got all these missiles sitting over there, when is this shit going to end? It has to end somewhere, right? I would think. And what better opportunity than right now, in the current situation, as weak as the regime is, because they are weak. They may have a lot of military rhetoric, but their infrastructure, the regime itself, they're paranoid. They got people under house arrest. They don't know who to trust. They don't even know who. I mean, it's like that. It's chaos internally within the regime. They're vulnerable. The people are just waiting. But they're not going to sacrifice themselves again on go out and protest because they got slaughtered. Bottom line. I mean, what can you ask of the Iranian people to go out and they're willing to fight for their country. They're ready to go. But they're not just going to go out there and get slaughtered and massacred again by the tens of thousands. So the timing, I mean, it has to be right. And like I said, things have to happen in order for pieces, dominoes to fall, for things to happen. And God willing, they will get their country back. But they're going to have to do it themselves when the time is right. But they are not going to go out there and just senselessly get massacred all over again. Makes no sense. 8 minutes to Tusi. So let's see what happens in the next few days. If anything happens, I'll come back. But right now I'm going to go like everybody else. Well, not everybody. Most of us are going to go and check out Tusi because he's live in like 7 minutes. So, good morning, Mr. Soriano. I will come back and I'll do shorts if anything happens. But I'm going to see what Tusi has to say right now. All of you have a great rest of your morning, great weekend. And if anything happens, I will be back. But let's see. Let's go watch Tusi. Anyway, everybody, have a great rest of your day. I'm out of here. It's time for coffee and breakfast with Tusi TV. All right. I'll see everybody later. I'm out of here. All of you, God bless. Be well. Love to everybody. Love to the people in Iran. Love to the people in Israel. Love to the people in the region. Because I don't know. Something just might pop off real soon in the next few days.